Today we're going to make a apple and peach baked pork roast. Let's go ahead and get started over here. It's a really simple, easy recipe. We're going to start off first with our spices here. We're going to take 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of onion powder. Put out the thing in there. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1 teaspoon of allspice. Just going to give that a nice mix there. Make sure it's all distributed evenly. We're going to take our pork out of our package and stick it into our pan. We're going to take our knife. We're going to cut some slits into it. Take a little olive oil. A little olive oil over it. We're going to take some of our spice mixture, half of it. Rub on top. Round. We're going to turn it over to the fat side. We're going to let that one a little dry. Do exactly the same thing. Put some slits. We want that fat side up. It helps gives it a little bit more extra flavor as it cooks. That fat will melt and go down in these nice little cuttings that we're making. Add a little bit more olive oil. We're going to use probably about 2 teaspoons altogether. Rub that in. Take the rest of our spice mixture. Rub it across the top. We're preheating our oven to 375 degrees. We're going to cook this for 60 to 75 minutes. We want to make sure that the internal temperature is going to be 145 degrees. And this is a 3-pound pork loin. All right, we'll get that in the oven. It's been 30 minutes. The pork is smelling amazing through the oven. Now we're going to make our apple and peach glaze. To start off, we're going to take 1/3 cup of apple jelly and 2 cups of frozen sliced peaches. And as these peaches cook because they're frozen, it's going to give off just a little bit of liquid. So we're going to cook this long enough to make sure those peaches are thawed and the apple has a nice, all the peaches are coated with the apple glaze. As you can tell, this has cooked about 20-25 minutes. And it's come to a nice little boil. We're just going to turn off the heat. We're going to take our masher and we're just going to mash that down. We kind of want to break these apart. We're going to leave a few of them in little chunks. We don't want it mashed like smooth, but you see how you want those little chunks? You just kind of like want the little chunks there. All right, I'm going to set this out to the side until we reach the pork into, if I could talk, if we can get our pork to the right temperature. Now, right now, our pork is at 145. You could pull that out of the oven, and you could let it rest for 5 minutes, and then you can eat it. But we like our pork to be 165. We like ours well done. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to pour this sauce over it about 15 minutes before the pork is finished. So we're just going to set this off to the side. Now we've almost reached our desired temperature of how we want ours. So we're going to just pull that pork roast out. We're going to take our syrup mixture here. Going to coat that, put that on top of it. Going to mix with that below. Looks great. Now we're going to stick this in the oven for about 10-15 more minutes. All right, we have let that sit in there. We're going to let this sit for probably about 10 minutes so the meat can absorb a little bit more of its juices back. And then we're going to cut into it and we're going to have a delicious dinner. We hope you enjoy this recipe. Please take a moment to like and subscribe.